There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it has started. I'm sorry that took so long. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not intend for it to take as long as it did. I've just never streamed on YouTube ever since they did the. Let me see if it's even working. There we go. Can you even hear me? Oh, you can't hear me. Are you kidding? Huh. Can you hear me now? I've never. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me at all? Like, at all? Am I at all able to be heard? Or is it like. Get out of here. Uh. Is it better? Is it better? This is retarded. Um. Okay, you can hear me now. Good. Good. There we go. I'm sorry it took so long. Yeah, I'm very quiet. This is retarded. Okay, I'm sorry it took so long. But, if you can hear me at all, that's good. I had no idea. I literally have no idea how to stream on here ever since they changed it. It's so complicated. Everything's so complicated now on YouTube. Like, they've changed everything and made it so complicated. It's ridiculous. What is the point? Anyways, we are going to talk about Spirit Halloween stuff. And do not worry, I will have the chat up on my phone, so I'm still gonna be able to see what you're saying. I haven't gone live in years. Last time I went live was 2017, but with what we have today, with what we got today, I really think I need to go live because we got some insane stuff. Uh, let's see. Okay, I got the chat up to date. Good. All right. So let's just get this show on the road and start talking. What is your here? First, I'm gonna say what are your guys' opinions on the on what we've got tonight? Because I think it's absolutely insane. Let me get to a good spot. Let's do right there because he's my favorite. Oh no, let's do our main front, our main attraction girl, the one who's telling us to keep a secret. How about we have her be the still shot? Where is she at? I saw her, but I want a better one of her. Let's do playback speed 0.25. Let's see where she is. Where are you? There she was. Missed her. Just by a little bit. There she was again. I missed her again. Oh, perfect, perfect. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No, stop. Okay, stop. Go. Oh my lord. Nope, missed her again. I really want her to be the thumbnail, so I'm trying my hardest. Or not thumbnail, but just the thing while I talk so you can see. There we go. Bam, got her. Alright, finally. Alright, here's our girl. Our main attraction here. I consider her the main attraction because, well, she's the one talking to us in the video. And they clearly want her front and center for this. So, she's our main attraction girl here. So, here she is. First off, we're just going to discuss what you guys think about this stuff. Because, wow, this is insane. No one expected this. I didn't expect this at all. Let me see how good up to about this stuff. Okay, it's a little behind, but we'll be fine. I didn't expect any of this. I don't think anyone did. It's insane what they did tonight by revealing all this. And I really want to know your opinions before I really dive in, because I'm sure many of you have slowed down the video, seen what each one looks like, but I'm going to do it myself to show you what they are. Is the thing in there? I didn't notice the thing. I saw a two-headed dog. But Spirit, in the history of Spirit Halloween, they have never revealed every single prop on the same day. Ever. Intentionally. They've done it intentionally with a slip-up in 2015, but they have never revealed them all on the same day intentionally, which is pretty crazy. Uh, man, I think it might be because of leakers. They're just like, you know what, screw it. If you guys are gonna leak, we're gonna leak. Well, they didn't leak, but we're gonna reveal everything before you guys even get the chance to leak. Smart on them. Um, so yeah, they revealed some cool stuff. I'm really excited to see all of this though. All of this is going to be super exciting. With yeah, it's insane everything they revealed. It really just gets me more excited for sneak peeks because now we just see a small snippet of the props, but we don't know what they fully do yet. So that is exciting. Now, before I get into it, I'm going to answer this question I have. The chat is going so fast. I'm sorry I can't answer all your questions and stuff, but this one question that I saw, what was it? What happened in 2015? Now, 2015, they had a contest on Twitter to win props, but if you scrolled down far enough, they listed every prop that you could win as the prize, and so the entire 2015 lineup was leaked. So that was pretty interesting. But I will say, I do not think these are all the 2020 props. It definitely doesn't seem like it. There's a lot, but it's not enough. Yeah, there's these definitely not are not all of them for sure. Also, we've got the Flashback Fridays, and so the Flashback Fridays are going to reveal even more 2020 props. Of course, they're old ones, but I still count them as new ones in a way. But yeah, since I'm already on her picture, how about we talk about her first? This is an interesting one. Um, wow, she's a cool one. She's one of my favorites actually. And one thing you guys may know about me is I don't really care for creepy little kid props often, but this one is one that's an exception. She's really creepy looking. I love the blush on her cheeks. It's really cool. Her audio's cool. Obviously, we heard her audio because it is in the sneak peek, which she's telling us to keep a secret. I can't wait to see what she actually does because all we know is that she moves side to side. She's gonna do something. But the thing that's interesting about her is she does look creepy, but she just looks like a normal little girl. She doesn't look possessed or anything. So there's gonna be something to her that's unique. She's either holding a severed head behind her back, holding a knife behind her back. Something about her is she's gonna do something. So that is pretty cool. So without further ado, everyone's talking about the thing. So let me go to that. Here we go. Here's what people are saying is the thing. Is this the thing? Uh, Burn me at the stake, but I've never seen the thing. So is this it? Because to me, and I know Mr. Halloween Junkie said this looks like a two-headed dog. This is this the thing? I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna find out together. If you haven't seen the thing, we're gonna find out if that is really the thing. And that would be funny if it is, because I actually pranked Haunt Former earlier this year that we're getting a thing prop. And then we actually get one? Interesting. Let's see. Dog. Because it's obviously a dog. Well, we've got this. I guess that's it. Is that it right there? Usually when I see the thing, I picture it being this. This is usually the picture you see when you see pictures for the thing, at least me personally. So I would have thought they would make a prop like that if they did the thing. But I guess this is what you guys are talking about. Let's see here. I don't know. You say it's the thing, but do we know for a fact? Because to me, it still looks like if you look at the head sculpt, if you look at all that, it looks like Cerberus. It looks like Cerberus, but with two heads instead. That's what Mr. Halloween Junkie said. He said that he thinks it's a two-headed dog. It looks like a hellhound type of thing. It doesn't really look like this to me. It's got too much of a reddish appearance, and it looks like it's got like molten type stuff in its skin, lighting up there, if you can see that. Does anyone have the brightened up image of the dog that you can send to me on Instagram? Because that would be very much appreciated, because I don't feel like brightening it up right now. Um, so if you have the brightened up image, send that to me on Instagram, please, and I will take a look at it. Yeah, this doesn't look like that to me. I mean, it could be. It could very well be. But to me, it just looks like a demon dog. I mean, I don't know. Uh, if it was a demon though, I would go insane. But either way. Okay, so we have that. So it, I don't know if it's the thing or not. We'll have to wait and see. It's weird. It's a weird one for sure. Because now that you guys showed me that, it does kind of look like the thing. I don't know when I'm on the stream. Probably when I'm done talking about these. It could go on for a little bit. So if you want to stay the whole time, that's on you. Um, I don't think it really looks like a hellhound demon dog type thing to me. Because it also breathes fog, as you can see. Someone sent me the okay. I got the brightened up image on Instagram. Yeah, you can see it a bit better. Yeah, that does somewhat look like the thing. I will give you that. It does look like the thing. Could be it. That could be what it is. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next one. Now here, hold on. Let me go back because it looked like not only the head moved there. It looked like there was something else off to the side moving. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Okay, so now we got our main attraction girl again. Just another um, look at her. I like I said, I'm a big fan of her. I like her a lot. So she looks like she's giving us the middle finger in this one, but even if she is, right back at you. This one, bam. This is my favorite one out of all of them. And also, if you don't want to watch the entire stream, I would like if you did. But if you don't, I just want to say I am uploading a video on this tonight sometime. So if you just want to watch the video, then There you go. But this is the best one, in my opinion. Like, this takes the bar. This is definitely making me think 2020 is going to be Spirit's best year. Just because of this prop. Now, we all know what this is by now. This is Krampus. Ignore that. That's my video being finished. This is Krampus the Christmas demon. And I have a lot to say about this one. And in my video, this is the one that I take the longest amount of time to talk about. Because it's so weird that we got Krampus. Let me see if my audio is still working on the stream. It's working fine. Alright. It's so weird that we got Krampus. Because the thing is, I never thought we'd get a Krampus prop because Spirit, obviously, us haunters shop at Spirit, but what a lot of people don't realize is that us haunters are only like 5% of uh, Spirit's uh, customers. We're only about 5%, and that's including young haunters and older haunters. Because outside of the younger haunters, there's a bunch of older haunters that buy from Spirit too, and we're only about 5% of that. So, the majority of their customers are people who just decorate and just want Halloween decorations. And that is why this really, really surprised me. Because the average buyer of Halloween decorations, I wouldn't think is going to decorate with a character that has Christmas vibes to him. Granted, I think the character Krampus, no one's going to decorate with him for Christmas because Christmas is supposed to be a happy, jolly time of year. And I think Krampus works way better for Halloween. Though he is a Christmas character, I'd rather decorate with him for Halloween than Christmas because he's a demon. And no one wants to see demons at Christmas time besides us, but we're weird, so that doesn't count. So anyways, my point is that it's really weird to see Krampus because the average buyer is not going to buy a Christmassy type prop for Halloween. They'd rather buy an iconic Halloween character to decorate with. For example, that's why we always get scarecrows, clowns, zombies. I mean, we haven't gotten zombies a lot recently, but you get my drift. That's why we get a lot of those monsters because they feel more Halloween and more people are going to buy those. Whereas Krampus is one that a lot of people won't buy because it doesn't feel Halloween. Yet we got it. I've been telling myself since 2016 we're never gonna get Krampus. They're not gonna do it. Looky here. We've got Krampus. And it excites me. Because if you know me, you know that I love demons for Halloween. And Krampus is one of my favorite horror characters or just creepy characters in the history of the world. I've loved Krampus. I've been a huge Krampus fan even before I saw the movie. He's something I've always loved. And this is an officially licensed one, may I say, because it's obvious that this is officially licensed. The non-licensed Krampus usually just looks like a demon. He doesn't have like human type skin. This is definitely officially licensed. But wow, this is insane. We have Krampus, and Krampus, like I said, is one of my favorite characters ever, and that's why I'm so excited that I got him. Now, before I move on, I need to say something about Krampus here. And there are better pictures of him in the video if you want to. I will get onto those a little bit later. But I do need to say something about Krampus, and that is that this is so unlikely. This is not likely at all, but could there possibly be a creepy Christmas theme? And the reason I'm thinking that is because, for one, where would Krampus fit? What other theme can he fit in? He can't fit in another theme. Two, what are a lot of the props that we have here? Little kids and clowns, which kind of look like toys in a way, toy clowns. Well, some of them do. Like there's a Jack in the Box clown, which definitely looks like a toy. Though of course it is. So could there be a creepy Christmas theme? It's so unlikely, but I thought it was unlikely to get a Krampus prop, and here we are. So who knows? Who knows, honestly. I do believe we are getting a clown theme. That is undeniable. We have so many clowns. But I do believe that we're also going to get more than one theme this year because there's definitely a cohesive type of tie between these props. Like last year, they were just a bunch of random props. This year, there's definitely a tie between them. There's a bunch of clowns and then a bunch of things that aren't clowns but can work in one theme, such as all the creepy little kids and stuff. So I definitely think we're getting a clown theme, but I also think we're getting another theme besides that. I don't know yet, but it's possible. I believe they could be going back to two themes. So we're gonna move on here. There's Krampus. What do we got here? This one is the one that I like the least, just because it looks plain. There's like no detail to it, but it interests me, and I want to see it badly. Because if it is a vampire, which it could be, I mean I doubt it because vampires usually have two fangs. They don't have like their whole mouth as fangs. But it just looks kind of vampire in the face. It kind of looks like lurching vampire. Um, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one because he does look kind of like an elf. That's interesting. Imagine it is an elf to go along with Krampus. That would be pretty crazy. Uh, what is this though? I don't know. It could be a vampire. It could be an elf now that it was mentioned. Which shut up one? The one that's saying not to tell a secret? If that's what you're talking about. Um, so this guy, he's interesting. He's not one of my favorites on here, but he may become a favorite of mine. It really depends on what he actually is or what he does. Because here's the thing, a lot of these look generic, but that's only because we got a picture of their face. We don't know what they do or what they fully are. Once we see what they do and what they fully are, I mean, imagine seeing just Demonic Dahlia's face. You'd be like, oh, that sucks. And then you see what she does, and it's like, wow. Or Bloodthirsty Betty. Oh, that's stupid. Then you see what she does. Usually it all comes down to what they do and what their whole body is like, not just the face. So I think that's important to note that a lot of these that we may not like, it's very possible that we'll like them. Oh, I do really like her, the secret one. I talked about her a little bit earlier on. I'll probably get to her again once I get to her part in the video, but I actually like her a lot. And like I said, I don't really like creepy kids props. I don't think any of these are going to be online only because usually they do post online only ones, but they're not really sneak peeks. If that makes sense. I don't think they would compile all of these into a teaser and have them be online only because they know that the majority of the people who watch the sneak peeks buy it in store. So I doubt any of these are online only, but we will see. We're gonna move on. He does. Oh, I never noticed that because I never slowed it down and watched it. I just slowed it down and went to certain parts to see pictures. He does have a moving mouth. I really wonder what he is. Now here we got a teddy bear. Um, this is a little girl holding her teddy bear. I actually like her. She's pretty creepy looking. Um, and we'll get to her in a second. But this is just her teddy bear that she's holding, so you can have a good look at that. It's just a teddy bear, but she's pretty cool looking. You can see she's kind of moving side to side. Now this one's interesting. You can see here that definitely looks like some face paint there coming off of the eyes. This is a clown. This is 100% a clown. And the reason I know that is it's going down into something. And later on in the teaser, we see the top of a Jack in the Box. And so this is probably that same clown, the Jack in the Box clown, because they do show some of the props a few times in the teaser. And that's why I think this is not the entire lineup. Because they only show about 10 props in the entire teaser. They just show some of them multiple times. So I do think that this is not the entire lineup. It literally can't be. And even if it is, we've still got all the Flashback Fridays because they're obviously doing more. They've confirmed that by bringing Flashback Fridays Harley. So we'll just have to wait and see. Um, But yeah, this guy is interesting. He's either in a box or he's the Jack in the Box. I don't know what he is. This one, I feel like this one's going to be a good seller for sure. It's very. This is one of the most interesting ones because it's a clown in a hoodie. Now, may I say, Spirit is going on with uniqueness this year. They are so unique. They're giving us so much unique stuff this year. We've got Krampus. This is a clown in a hoodie, and there's a better thing of her hoodie later. But look at this guy. This is weird. Um, this is really weird. I really like his mask. It looks nice. It looks creepy. He kind of reminds me of Michael Myers in the beginning of the original Halloween. Now that obviously he's not wearing a hoodie, but he's in a killer clown mask, so it reminds me of it. And is my voice glitching? Let me see. Let me see what's going on. That's just me stuttering. So, anyways, yeah, this does look like the Distortion's Rocking Clown, and let me pull that up because that beat might be something like what this does. So let me pull that up here in case you have not seen that. Where is it at? Oh, you guys need to stop calling me. Where is it? Here it is. Now this one, I definitely like this one more because this one just looks like a serial killer clown. He looks like a clown in a mask, which I like. Whereas this one, they actually tried to make that look like an actual clown face. Now I love distortions, but this is honestly one of my least favorite distortions things. But that kind of gives a basic idea of what he might do. He rocks back and forth. Here, I'll show the video here. So yeah, that's basically all he does. I doubt that's what the spirit one will do. The spirit one will probably do something different, but he does look like he rocks back and forth. Holy crap! I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it definitely looks like that's what he's doing. But whoa. We missed some there. Okay, what? Okay, this one's interesting. This one right after. If I can stop it on time, it's really fast. That's one of the quickest ones in the whole teaser. There we go. We see this one later on a little bit better, but this is a phantom type thing. Um, you can see its eyes there. That's one of its eyes. There's its nose. Or that's the other eye. I don't know. It really depends on how you look at it. And here's the mouth, and there's the teeth. We see it better later on, but this is like a side view of it. It's very interesting. And if you know me, um, you know I'm into this type of stuff. So we'll have to see. Now, what was that? I don't know what that is. Right there. Yeah, I keep missing it because that's a really fast part. Yeah, that's really fast. Okay, I got it. I don't know what that is. That looks like bubble wrap hanging off a ceiling. It looks like bubble wrap in a hammock formation. If you see, that's obviously not what it is, but that's what it looks like to me. I don't know. Okay, I see what it is now. That right down there is a little girl foot. This is her dress. So that's something. She looks like. Okay, this is interesting because it could be the girl that we see being held up earlier, but she looks like she's kind of flying. I don't know. That may just be me, but just the way that her body is shaped. I mean, imagine her foot's back here. This is her torso. I doubt that's what it is. I know that's probably not what it is. That is kind of weird. That's weird looking. Now this is Krampus. Okay, let me go back to him. There's another. That's not Krampus. There's another look at Krampus here. Now we've got his hand. I love his fingernail. It looks just like in the movie. And then you've got right here. He's got his ring on. So this is definitely officially licensed. There's his beard. Like I already mentioned, I'm really excited to be getting a Krampus prop. The next picture we're going to see of Krampus is actually my favorite one because the it shows his cloak and everything, and I think it looks really cool. Here's the girl with the teddy bear. I like her a lot, and like I've said before, I've said many times before, I'm usually not too into creepy little kid props. I usually like more intimidating type props, demons, scarecrows, farm stuff, medieval stuff, dragons. You know what's up my alley, haunted mansion stuff, gothic stuff. I'm not really into creepy little kids. And also sci-fi stuff is up my alley too. Um, Little kids, creepy little kids are just something I've never really cared about. Um, but when they're done right, I really like them. And I think she's done right. Um, I don't know what she does yet. She's interesting. She's a very interesting one because I know she's not just a little girl just sitting there. She's got to have something creepy about her. I mean, she's a Halloween animatronic. She's not just a regular little girl. So there's going to be something creepy about her, of course. But I really like her appearance. She's uncanny looking. I really like her. She's definitely one that I'm interested in. We're gonna see. Move on. Okay, that one is not one that we are unfamiliar with, but I'm gonna show it anyways. There's Uncle Charlie. I find it kind of weird that they threw Uncle Charlie into here since he's already been revealed. But there's Uncle Charlie right there. Uh, just to look at him. Okay, here is a very interesting one. Now, this right here is not a standalone prop at all. Um, she's definitely being held by something, but it is not Krampus. At first, I thought it was Krampus, but I was actually talking to some people about it, and we analyzed it a little bit better. In the next picture that we see of Krampus, which I'm going to show in just a moment, you can see both of his arms. Now, you can't see what he's holding in the other one, but you can see that his arm is way too low down to be holding something. And if he's officially licensed, he's never really seen holding a kid in the movie. And they're not going to make an officially licensed prop holding a kid when he's never really seen doing that in the movie. They could, but I doubt it. Just the fact that his arm is way too low down to be holding something really makes me think that this is not being held by Krampus. But this is being held. But the interesting thing about this is, if you notice, this arm too is up in the air. If you're being held by one arm, your other arm is going to be dangling down. Both arms are up in the air. So this is something that I talked to some people about, and we came to this conclusion. What if this is a prop that they didn't show, and this is the only part of the prop that they showed? What if this is like a giant clown or something, and it's holding her by the arms and moving her like a puppet? Because she definitely looks like she's in like a puppet formation, like a marionette. What if it's moving her like a puppet, like it's puppeteering her? It's definitely not held by Krampus, and if it is, you can kill me because I was wrong, but I don't think it is. And I think there's something else holding it, and I really feel like it's some prop that they have not shown yet. Or maybe it is one that they showed and they only showed the face so we wouldn't know. But it's definitely not being held by Krampus, I don't think. There was one in between. Okay, there we go. There's the top of the Jack in the Box, is definitely what that is. You can tell it's fabric. So there's the top of the Jack in the Box clown. Look at the sides. Well, that would help, but there's not very much to see on the sides. Here, she goes by fast, doesn't she? There's not very much to see on the sides, which is the only downside. Oh, I exited full screen. Yeah, there's not much to see on the sides. They can't really reveal anything. It's weird. That guy's next. If I can get to him. I kept pausing on him, and now I can't pause on him. How perfect. There we go. This is a weird one. I think he's a vampire. I mean, like the other one that had the sharp teeth, all the teeth were sharp. This one just has two fangs. I think he's a vampire. He definitely has a vampire appearance. He's got pale skin. He's got a hood on, it looks like. A lot of vampires wear hoods like that. Think of Lurching Vampire, for example, or Rocking Vampire. And if he is a vampire, I'm going to be very happy because I've wanted more vampires for years. And he definitely looks like he could be a vampire. The really weird thing about these is that what could they do? Like, I know they don't, most of these probably don't just turn side to side and talk. They look like too elaborate of ideas to do that. Um, I don't know. What could they do? It's really making me excited for sneak peeks. Well, we missed the pig. This is one of my favorite ones because, like you guys know, I like farms. And this can definitely work on a farm as like a butcher. I like serial killers, and I really like blood and gore, and this is obviously a masked pig serial killer. My guess is that he's either going to have a chainsaw or an axe. Whatever he has, I like him. It's really unique, it's really different. He's got a pig mask on. Well, usually it's probably like supposed to be an actual pig head because that's usually what the pig killers would wear. I've always found serial killers that wear pig masks, usually butchers, to be rather disturbing. Um, it's always creepy to me when a serial killer wears an animal mask. So this is really cool. Now, I do not think this is from Saw. I've heard people saying that this is from Saw, but the Saw pig has long black hair that goes off to the sides, and so it's definitely not the one from Saw. This is definitely this is definitely not officially licensed. It's just a pig killer. Um, Someone just said it's literally called the Butcher. Who knows? But this is, I'm sure he is a butcher because even if that's true, if you're right, and it's called the Butcher, then I was right about that one. I'm assuming that's what it is. It's there. We've got Uncle Charlie's. I think that's Uncle Charlie's free candy bucket. Again, weird that they included Uncle Charlie since he was already revealed, but we had one right before him. There we have another clown. Now, one thing about this is it's not just going to be a generic standing clown. We know that. We don't get just generic standing clowns. There's always something special about them. Like even clowns that you could argue are generic, like Creepy Towering Clown or Hugs. The special thing about Creepy Towering Clown is that he's a huge clown. Special thing about Hugs is that he has a lunging animation. It's not just a standing talking clown. I know that's not what this is. Um, so this is going to be interesting. As we've seen, there's way more clowns than we've gotten in any previous years, so this pretty much confirms a clown theme, especially if Wacky Mole returns. I know he's not the spiral-eyed thing now. I'm not sure if this is the clown in the box or not, because he definitely looks like he's peeking off to the side. Like he's peeking from behind something, because his head is tilted. Unless that's just the camera angle, I don't know. I doubt it's Mr. Salty, because Mr. Salty is an online-only prop. And like I already mentioned, I don't think they're going to be doing online only in here. So we'll have to wait and see. But let's go back. This one's interesting. Now, Techie Toys, we know what this is. We know the name of this prop. And if you don't, I'll let you in on that. And it's not a leak, so don't worry. Don't come at me that I'm leaking. I wouldn't do such a thing. This is, I mean, it was technically leaked, but not in a bad way. It was on the new for 2020 Sitting Scarecrow models adapter, pictured by Mr. Halloween Junkie. This is called Ellie Hatchet. So we knew about this name already. We just didn't know what it was. Now we can clearly see what it was. So this is obviously made by Techie if it was on Sitting Scarecrow's adapter. Um, Ellie Hatchet right here. Uh, she's pretty interesting. I like her. Now, what I was hoping for when I saw the name Ellie Hatchet was like a Lizzie Borden type character, like a full-grown woman just wielding an axe, like Lizzie Borden. Of course, she has to be a creepy little girl. Uh, like I said, I'm not a big fan of creepy little kids, but the ones that we have this year look really cool to me, and I'm a big fan of them, especially the girl who we can hear in the sneak peek. But this is pretty interesting. Now she's made by Techie, and her arms are lowered. What is she gonna do? She's gonna lift those arms up like Rusty. I bet you she is. She's obviously another Rusty type prop. I mean, her arms are lowered, and they're both holding onto the axe, and that definitely seems like it's gonna be a Rusty animation, especially since it's made by Techie. So that's her. Now we're gonna get onto this guy. Ooh, he's an interesting one. Okay, there he is. I can't tell. Is there something on the top of his head? Can you guys tell? I can't tell. But this is an interesting one. He's got the vintage clown color scheme, which I love vintage clowns. And he's a bald clown, so I feel like he's going to be wearing another cone hat like Wally or Silent and Deadly or Roaming Antique Clown. But he also looks kind of like a hobo clown. It's very interesting. This guy's interesting. One thing I like is the all whited out eyes. That looks cool. Because I don't think he has any. Let's go back. We missed one. We missed her again. We missed her again. It's the girl holding her teddy bear again, and I keep missing her. Oh, come on. I got you. I got you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I swear. There she was, and then I hit play because I thought I wasn't on it. And okay, the one after her really, really interests me because of my 2020 haunt theme and what I think that is. Um, damn, come on. Ah, okay, finally got it. So the video's already slowed down all the way. They just go so fast. It's ridiculous. So I was so scared when I clicked off of the setting things that I was gonna unpause it. That would have been a living hell. So here she is. Here's her face. She's definitely very creepy looking. She looks surprised. I really wonder what she's gonna do. I feel like she might move. I feel like she might move the bear out of the way and like reveal an open rib cage. That's weird. But the way that she's holding the bear like in front of her chest, I can't think of what else she would do. Because she's gonna be creepy. She's a Halloween animatronic. She's not just gonna be a little girl just sitting there. Yeah, use the spacebar. Good idea. So I wonder what she's gonna do. Wow. And then as soon as I rewinded that time, I got it right away. What the hell? All right, let's move on. This next one intrigues me a lot because my 2020 haunt theme, as most of you know by now, is a laboratory. And if you see this, of course you see the flower dress over there, which I still have no idea what that is. But look right here. Look, you see that? That doesn't look like any human hand I've ever seen. That's definitely an alien hand. It's green. It's got long tentacle-like fingers. It's either some kind of sea monster or an alien. It's weird. Well, yeah, the dragon isn't creepy, but he's Halloween, I think. He's scary. Yeah, the teddy bear might open his mouth. That's interesting. Now, this is the thing that really kind of throws me off is that this definitely looks like an alien hand. I don't see what else that could be other than an alien hand. It's moving. The hand moves a little bit. Um, what else could that be? I've got no clue. Someone said it's Krampus, but it's definitely not Krampus because it's got these long fingers. This interests me because this hand definitely looks like an alien hand, and if it is, I'll be so happy because of my 2020 haunt theme being a laboratory. There we go. Um, Weird because this dress over here. Why is there dress? Why is the alien wearing a dress? People are saying it looks like Krampus's hand. I don't see it because this is clearly green. Krampus does not have green hands. This is clearly green. And his fingers are not that long. Those are really long. That's definitely not Krampus. Because if you go back, here, let me go to Krampus again. This is really going to throw me off, but let me go to him again just to show. Where was he? I don't even remember where he was. There's his face. I don't remember what part his hand was at. Yeah, a girl but an alien. But that's kind of weird because like I've never seen like an alien wearing a dress. Um, I don't know. It could be. Maybe she's like a normal looking girl and then she turns into an alien. Yeah, it's definitely not Krampus's hand. You see, he has a skin color hand, and his fingers are not as long as they were there. This is definitely skin tone. Um, Whereas that, whatever that was, that's definitely green. That's unmistakably green. I, I now you that you guys are mentioning a girl alien, I can see that. Like maybe maybe it's like I don't know if you guys have seen Goosebumps, the Goosebumps episode of like the guy, the librarian or whatever, or teacher, I don't remember what he was, that turns into an insect. Maybe it's something like that where she's like a little girl or a full grown woman or whatever, and then her face like changes into an alien, like her face spins around or something. That would be interesting to see. This next one, that one I feel like a lot of people are gonna like. It's a peekaboo clown, very clearly. Um, his skin color is very weird. Uh, it's like faded. It's faded. It's weird. Um, but he's a weird one, and he's got blue hair there. He's definitely SVI. He's got the same hands as Wally. Those are the exact same hands as Wally. Um, People are saying this is Digit Eyes Clown, but is it really? Oh wait, yes it is. I see now because the okay, yes, you guys are actually right. Because I remember. Oh, okay, I'm picturing it in my head. I haven't gotten to that part in the video yet, but I'm picturing it in my head. Um, the Spiral Eyes Clown actually has the same face and everything. That is interesting because that makes a lot more sense what this is now. Because I don't think the official name of the prop is going to be Digit Eyes Clown. I can't see them naming it that. It'll probably be Peekaboo Clown or something like that. But yeah, this is interesting because I was wondering what the Digit Eyes Clown would look like. Thank you guys for pointing that out. I was wondering what the Digit Eyes Clown would look like. I mean, not look like, but do. I was like, he's not just going to stand there with his eyes spinning. He's going to do something. This makes a lot more sense now that he moves his hands to reveal spinning eyes. That really definitely puts more emphasis on the eyes, and that's interesting. I really like that. So we missed a few here. Let me We have this zombie, which we have a better look at him later on, but he's being impaled by some kind of wooden stake or something. That's really interesting. Like I said, Spirit's doing a lot of uniqueness. They've got a lot of unique stuff this year, stuff I never thought we'd see at Spirit. Yet here we are. The impaled zombie, he's a cool one. I want to know exactly what his animation's like, what he's being impaled on. It's obviously a wooden stake or something, but like what the backside of it looks like. He's cool. I like him. He's interesting. He definitely has kind of a moonshine barrel zombie looking face. He screams YJ to me. He just screams YJ to me. You can see his movement a little bit there, but not too much. Now, what is this? Wait, I didn't even see this one. Is this the same girl who's telling us to keep a secret at the beginning? Let me go back. I'm at 6 seconds in just to remember. Is that the same girl? Okay, it is. Yeah. Okay. I was about to say, what is that one? I don't recognize that. Um, yeah, that's the same girl. Just another view of her. Now, what is that? 1864. That is a tombstone, or it's just the address on the house set that they made. Um, if it is, let me know. Or that's a tombstone. I don't know why they just show the address on the house. That would be weird. This could be a new tombstone prop. It would make sense to me. Unless they are just zooming in on the address of the house. I don't know why they would do that, but this probably a tombstone. Yeah, the house address is 666. Okay, so this is probably a tombstone prop. I would assume. Um, that would make a lot of sense. I don't think it's a hint to the theme because I don't know what kind of theme would be 1864. That's a year, yeah, but not a theme itself. Um, I just got a message on Instagram. Just give me a second. It's very interesting, but I'm not sure if I can show it to you guys, so not going to talk about it. But okay, I can talk about it. I can't screen share it yet, though. I'll go to Instagram and share it. So I can talk about it because it's public on the Instagram. It's apparently Spirit's Instagram. Um, okay, that's a good point. Gabe said he bets the CCL vampire Betty looking thing is a pop up from behind the tombstone. That would make sense. Yeah, I can see that being a thing. But what I was just shared on Instagram is, well, the witch trials were definitely not in 1864. Those were in the 1600s. But um, what I was just sent on Instagram is a picture of a girl being held in a pink onesie with her mouth gaping open, and she looks like the professional prop with the Krampus that it's holding. So maybe Krampus is holding someone. Interesting. All right, let's see. There was the demon dog thing again. I still don't believe it's the thing. It could be. A, it's either a hellhound or the thing. I don't know. Yes, 1864 was the Civil War, but I can't see them doing a Civil War theme. None of the props match that, and I definitely think the props are going to match the theme now because I definitely see a cohesive uh, theme in these props. There's a lot of clowns. There's a lot of just weird creatures. There's a lot of little kid props. There's definitely a cohesive theme going on here. I think there's going to be two different themes this year. Um, I don't know. It's weird. Vietnam was in the 1960s, not the 1860s. Okay. This one, I think this is the pig. Is this the pig? I think it is. Um, I think I thought the pig's eyes looked different than this. If not, this looks like the Kraken, honestly, from the way that it looks like some kind of squid or something from the way that it is. But I'm pretty sure it's the pig. It definitely looks like him. Um, Bloodthirsty Betty is coming back, but online only. She's not coming back to stores. So yeah, I think this is the pig. So okay, this one's interesting because these shoes look really good. Uh, Chances are these are the shoes of the hoodie clown because it's got the modern shoes, and that's the only modern looking dress prop that we have. I think it's one of the only modern looking dress props that we've ever gotten, which is one reason I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I like it. I think it's a unique concept, and once we see what it does, I think I'll like it more. But I'm not a big fan of things that look modern because I feel like the older something is, the creepier it is. Like vintage stuff just has more of a creepy vibe and it fits Halloween more. So I like seeing vintage stuff as opposed to modern looking stuff. So I don't really like the way he's dressed, but he is a cool concept, and I might actually like him a lot depending on what he does. But these definitely look like they'll be his shoes. There we go. There's the clown. There's the, I guess we can call him Peekaboo Clown now because that's probably what his name is going to be. Um, he's interesting. I like seeing his eyes now. I'm happy that we have a look at his eye, well, his eyes and the whole face. Well, they've done a clown theme, but they've redone themes in the past. I think it really depends. Like we've gotten a farm in the past. But they did it differently. For example, in the past we got a barn, whereas the most recent farm theme was more of a cornfield water tower type thing. So I think it's fine to get another clown theme as long as it's something different. My best guess for what I think this year's theme is going to be a agricultural fair, if that makes sense. Well, I think, like I already mentioned, I think there's two themes because these props definitely look like they can fit into two themes. Right now, I'm thinking some kind of Christmassy theme, which is really weird, I know, but I explained that a little better earlier on. But the clowns, I feel like it's going to be an agricultural fair because we have a bunch of returning farm props, and then we have clowns. So that would make sense to me if it was like a fall festival. Um, Now, people are sad that it's not Wacky Mole, but don't be upset about that because I feel like we could still have the possibility of getting Wacky Mole because, um, well, we already had a circus. We had a circus, we had a train, And so I'm thinking this is going to be a carnival because we haven't had a carnival because a circus and a carnival are two different things. Circuses are in carnivals, but circuses aren't the carnivals. So a carnival fair type thing is what I think we're going to get. But like I said, I think there's going to be two themes this year. I think they're going back to two themes because they got a lot of complaints last year about how none of the props fit the themes. So I think they'll go back to doing two themes to still have variety, um, yet still have the props fit the themes. So I think we'll get two themes again instead of just one overall theme. But this is not Wacky Mole. But don't get upset about Wacky Mole not returning. There's still a possibility, I think, because they're still doing Flashback Fridays. They've confirmed that Flashback Fridays is a thing. Um, and Wacky Mole is a highly requested prop, and it's obvious we're getting a clown theme this year. There's so many clowns. So I wouldn't be surprised if Wacky Mole does return. I'm happy with all these clowns. I think they're really cool looking. And like I already mentioned, I do not think these are all the props that we're getting this year. I think there's going to be more. Because in total, there's only about 10 props in the sneak peek. It just the video is just a little longer and there's more snapshots because it shows a different part of the prop in each different snapshot. But there's only about 10 that it shows. So this is definitely not all the 2020 props. This is just a sneak peek at them to get us excited. I might have titled this video all 2020 props. Yeah, I called it lineup reveal stream, but that's because I didn't want to put half of the lineup reveal stream. It's just easier to just put a lineup reveal stream. So here he is. Interesting looking guy here. I like him. He's one of my favorite clowns this year from the looks of them. I love his swirling digital eyes. It's super cool. Obviously, we've already um, figured out the fact that he's a peekaboo clown, so it's interesting. Next up, we have that thing. That is one of my favorites. I have no clue what this is. It's so weird. Um, it's some kind of weird ghoul thing. It's so creepy though. The long gaping mouth. I don't know what the hell this is, but it's terrifying. The red eyes. It's definitely got like a cloak on. And as you can see, it's it's not 6 feet tall. And my reasoning for that is you can see the porch in the background. That looks like the bottom of the banisters. So he looks like he's on the ground. I could be wrong, but that's my thoughts on him. So, I don't think it fogs because it definitely looks like that mouth is all one piece without something in the middle. Um, it's weird. I like this one though. That clown is interesting. That we already got a look at that clown earlier, but there's a better look at him. The vintage looking clown, who also looks like a hobo. Um, Interesting. I'm curious to see what he does. Now, there was the old guy you guys were talking about, the old man. Let me get back to him. There he is. It's kind of hard. He's another one that's hard to get to. There we go. There's the old man. Um, he's interesting, for sure. Is he a ghost, or is he just a creepy old man? I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. He could be a ghost, or he could just be a creepy old man. I don't know. He's interesting. He's one that interests me a lot. And no, he's not mean old Gramps, because if you can only see him for a split second, but he does sway a little bit. You can see for a split second that he sways. Mean old Gramps is hung up on the wall. He wouldn't sway. Where was it? I saw it when someone slowed this down even slower. You could see it, but we're getting on from that. Um, Here's the face of the little girl that's being held and puppetized, as I theorized. Um, and it's just a better look at her face. I think she's rather creepy looking. She looks very shocked. She's pretty cool looking. Now this clown, is this one that we already saw or not? I'm not sure. I don't know what this may be. No, this is not the Jack in the Box clown because that one had red eyes. This one has yellow. This is a weird one because this clown looks very generic. So there's got to be something to it that makes it more unique. Um, this is a weird one. It's not my favorite clown design. It definitely looks like a generic clown mask, but we'll have to see what it does because is really what it comes down to. Here's a better look at not a better look at the pig, a worse look at the pig, but another look at the pig. Here's his nostrils here, and there's his mouth, which looks like it has stitches, if you can see those right there. Those definitely look like stitches. And you can see his teeth a little bit, which is cool. Here's one of my favorites again. Uh, she's cool. I really like her. Already talked about her, but I'm a big fan of her. Now we got the hoodie clown again, and that's a better look at his hoodie. Like I said, he's an interesting one. Um, he interests me a lot because I have no clue what he could be. Well, I know what he is, but what he could do. He's interesting. Here's another look at the impaled zombie. He's leaning back in this one, so obviously he's gonna go forward and back. Now, what is that? That is one. Okay, that is one that we saw a look from the side of earlier, but here's a better look. It's a weird ghoul-looking thing. It's got a gaping mouth. It's a lot like the other one, but this one definitely looks like it's going to be standing, and it's tilted to the side, so it could sway back and forth. I don't know. I'm really a big fan of this one too. Um, he's a cool one. I really like the look of him. Interesting. And then there's the end of it, so I think I missed a few because I definitely missed Krampus's other picture. So let's go through that one more time. Yeah, he does rock back and forth. We got Krampus's cloak coming up here, which I didn't pause on. I already did Ellie Hatchet, I forgot. I think that's the pig again. Is that his mouth? What is that? That's weird looking. That looks like teeth. But that looks like where his eyes would be. That is weird looking. That's interesting. But yes, this confirms that that one thing that I said looks like a squid is the pig because it's got the same eyes. There's the Krampus. Okay, this is my favorite picture of the Krampus because even though it doesn't show his face, it gives us a real good look about the fact that he's actually Krampus. You see his Santa Claus outfit. You see his long white beard, and you see the chains on him. Very, very exciting. I know, I know no matter what. I know this is not all the 2020 props, but I know no matter what else gets released, this guy is gonna be my favorite of 2020. I know it because I've wanted demons for so long. Well, no, we get demons, but I love demons. I've wanted Krampus for so long. I just love demons in general, but Krampus himself, I adore. It's just so exciting to get a Krampus prop. It's insane. It blows my mind. And wow. People have been saying 500, but that's just a joke. I doubt he will actually be 500. My best bet is 350 because you got to think he's probably he's probably tall, but Spirit would not sell something $500 in store because no one would buy it. At that point, they would just sell it online. He's licensed, so he's going to be expensive. But I'm thinking 350. Seems like a price that he'd be, which is expensive. But Arctic Dragon was that price last year. I definitely don't think $100 because he's licensed. Every licensed prop, I mean $200. You said 200. I definitely don't think 200 because every licensed prop we've ever gotten is over $200. So especially Krampus, I don't think he's going to be 200. He's going to be 280 and up for sure. Um, now that I'm done with the video, I'm gonna take you guys over to Instagram because I told you that the Instagram there's something different on Instagram. Let me see if I can go into my DMs on here. Let me like a few pictures. All right, we got. Let's see. Let's see what Ethan says. There we go. Yes, that is the pig's eye. That's a weird looking eye. That is weird. Um, let's just like that just because. Let's just like some pictures just to get it done with. Because my feed is obviously going to be spammed after this. So let's just like some of them. What could this be? It's the 2020 props. That's what it is. Okay. Now let me get to what I first. Let's look at some stories. Why not? Yeah, I know something terrifying is coming. Interesting. Do you guys think he looks good with a top hat and bow? Nope. Okay, Blake has a good point. Um, he says this is gonna be a large collector type prop. Possible. I'm hoping that'd be cool. I can't believe there's a Krampus. I'm still mind blown about that. Um, so yeah, that's just a few of my stories. I don't want to bore you guys with that. I need to look at my comments now. Whatever. Let's get on to the DM, shall we? Because that's where I was sent the screenshot of the thing, and this is perfectly fine for me to show because it's on Spirit's Instagram. Look at that. That's interesting. She definitely looks like a little girl being held up. Maybe Krampus is holding something, and maybe this is what Krampus is holding. I don't know. But I was informed that the Instagram account for Spirit has a different video than the YouTube account. So let's check that out. It's going to be harder to pause it because I can't slow it down, but yeah, let me mute this. Oh, that's going to be impossible to pause at the right part. There's the old guy again. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. We're gonna have to like do this really fast. Oh jeez. It's like nearly impossible. Okay, that definitely looks like a different shot of Krampus than before. We're gonna see. Oh jeez, it's impossible. If anyone can go on there right now and take some screenshots of it for me and send it to me on Instagram, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay. Um, so if anyone can do that, anyone can send me screenshots on Instagram of ones that are not in the YouTube video, that will be greatly appreciated. Interesting. I can't believe there's 75 people watching. Okay, that was Krampus's other hand. That confirms he isn't holding anything. I can't believe there's 75 people watching this and there's like, what, like 10 people talking? Come on, guys, don't be shy. You can talk to me. Yes, that I doubt that's the thing because it fogs. People are saying it's the thing. It fogs. There's no way it's the thing. It's got two heads. I just saw it right there. It's got two heads. It's not the thing. I can't screenshot it because it was so fast. Hopefully someone will. So if you are sending me the screenshot, send me the thing at the end. I just saw something with a hand raised. Send me the other picture of the dog where you can see the two mouths. There's Krampus's other hand. There we go. He is not holding anything. Interesting. Okay. Okay, this was not a screenshot. This was just someone telling me about it. I think. So if someone can send the screenshots, that would be appreciated. I'm gonna try again. You can't do spacebar pause on Instagram, which sucks, but I'm gonna try again to do this. It's gonna be hard. I really want to get the ending part where there's a hand sticking up in the air because that. What is that? I got it. What is that? I finally got it. What in the world is that? I'm getting spammed. What is that? It looks like it's got. Oh, that's interesting. That's definitely two heads. That's definitely two heads. That is not the thing. For anyone that thinks it's the thing, it is not the thing. I think I'm getting spammed with the screenshots. I hope that's what I'm getting spammed with. I hope that's it. We're gonna find out. There we go. Bam. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see what's different here that's not in the YouTube. Yeah, we've got this other picture of Krampus I already discussed. This one I love. Because this clarifies that he's not holding anything. Because this is obviously his other hand. I think. Obviously, I think. We got that. Okay, there's that girl. Already discussed her. There's the hand raised in the air. Don't know what that is. Okay, this is definitely two heads, because that's a mouth. This is not the thing. Sorry to disappoint. I know it's not. There's no way. Now, there is another. Yes, that is Krampus's other hand, because you can see here it's in a different position. So unless he raises his hand, which I highly doubt, that's his other hand. So he's not holding anything. Now, the one thing I want a screenshot of, like, desperately, is this will either confirm or debunk the thing. The idea of it being the thing. There's a picture of the dog in here where you could see the bottoms of the mouths. And you can it's clearly able to tell if there's one or two mouths. It's somewhere in here. If you can find it and screenshot it, thank you so much. Because that is the one thing I'm curious about more than anything else, is if that is the thing or not. Let's see. Well, first, let me see. I'm being spammed with stuff. Oh, that's it. That's messed up. All right. Let's see here. There it was. I missed it. If you saw that, please try to find it on your own and screenshot it. That is the one that I need to see. It's somewhere in here. I gotta try to get that one. This is a long stream, but I'm trying to analyze everything with you guys, like literally everything. Even though I'm making a video on it, I want to analyze it all in the stream, because I can analyze more in the stream than I can in a video. Trying to get the dog. I'll sit here all night until I get the dog or someone sends me a screenshot of the dog. Not that one, the one where you could see both mouths. I just got one. Thanks a lot. Bam. There's one. That looks like hair on the dog. Black hair. Here it is. Yep, it is not the thing. There we go. Confirmed right there. This is the bottom of one mouth. This is the bottom of another mouth because you can see the teeth. Not the thing. It's a two-headed dog. Confirmed it. There we go. So thanks to DJ Della Rocks for delivering on this and helping me debunk the theory of this being the thing. Greatly appreciated. Now all I have to do is message Mac Ralston about this. I mean, it's upsetting that it's not the thing for people who wanted it, but I'm happy that it's not because I've never seen the thing, and I'd much rather have a Hellhound prop. It does kind of look like Smile Dog, doesn't it, with the hair there? Here, let's get you all cursed by looking up Smile Dog. All right, Smile Dog. Let's see here. Let's compare them. It looks similar. What's that right there? Okay, someone sent me the video slowed down, like a lot. Okay, what did he say? The thing had two heads too. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't look like that. And why would they make something of the thing? Why would they do that? I mean, Mac may be right. Letting him know he's live. I'm getting spammed. All right. I think we are done with this because we've discussed everything there is to discuss. But I have to show you guys something before I leave. What is this? I have to show you guys something before I leave. This is important for you guys to see. Come on, Ashton. Uh, this is important for you guys to see. Where is it? Right. It's this. It's my favorite 2020 prop. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's bad. That's a bad prop. It's the worst prop I've ever seen. So anyway, that is all. Uh, that's all of them. And hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Keep howling at the moon, my werewolves.